Hello again, and during this video we're going to learn about one-point perspective. Now in the first example we have the front face of a cube, and we're going to form the other sides by projecting all of the corners to that one single vanishing point. So let's grab a ruler and a pencil and let's project all of the corners to that single vanishing point. Please keep your lines as light as possible at this point. Now I'm going to make a mark to show where the side of this cube is going to end. So let's grab a ruler and set square. Rest the ruler on the baseline of the square, the front square, and let's create that vertical line. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing, however now in a different angle. So I'm going to rest the ruler on one side of the square, then rest my set square on it, and then draw the top horizontal line. Now all is left for me to do is to darken the outlines to make my cube show up. And there you have it. That is the first simple example on how to draw a simple cube, a simple 3D cube using the one-point perspective method. In the second example, we're going to be drawing a 3D table once again by using the one-point perspective method. So here we have the vanishing point and the front face of our table. And once again, we're going to be projecting all of the corners of our table onto that single vanishing point. So let's grab a ruler and start projecting our lines. For now, keep all your lines as light as possible, as these lines are going to be our construction lines. Now I'm going to put a mark for where the width of the table is going to end. To create a vertical line, I'm going to use the ruler rested on the baseline of my table, and then use a set square on top of my ruler to create that vertical line. Now let's create the top horizontal line. Let's rest the ruler onto one side of my table. Then use the set square, rotate it as shown, rest it on the ruler and create your horizontal line. Now I'm going to project this corner right here, so I will be able to create the back square of this table. Now let's create the baseline of the back part of the table. Let's make sure that it hits that line over there. And now let's connect these 2 points right here. To create the other side of the table. Let's use the set square to make sure that the line is vertical at 90 degrees. Now let's mark the thickness of the legs of the table. And then once again, let's use the ruler and set square to draw the vertical lines. Now let's project this point over here to complete the top part of our table. And let's continue with the other legs. Now let's mark the thickness of the back legs. Now, since this is in perspective, in 1-point perspective, make sure that the back legs are less thick than the ones on the front. So let's create that horizontal line. Now let's draw the vertical lines, once again with a ruler and set square. Hold the set square at 90 degrees on top of the ruler and create the vertical lines. Now let's project this corner over here to the vanishing point so we would know the width of the back leg over there. So let's create the vertical line now to complete the back leg. Now let's darken the lines a bit so we would be able to see our table finally taking form. And then let's complete the other leg at the back of the table. Once again, let's create that vertical line with the ruler and set square. Hold the ruler securely in place and draw that vertical line. Now let's continue to darken the outlines. Now let's darken the outlines a little bit. And let's complete the last front leg of our table. Rest your ruler to one side of the table, rest your set square on it, and then create the horizontal line so you would know the width of the other leg. And then let's create the vertical line by resting the ruler onto the baseline, and then rest your set square on it and create the vertical line. And then all is left for you to do is to darken the outlines, and then you will be finished from this table, which is drawn in 1-point perspective.